In 2024, there are still places in the world where being Christian can put your life at risk. Some of these countries may shock you. Now, you might be thinking, John, why are you bringing religion into this? Isn't that a bit preachy? And to that I say, fair point. But this isn't about pushing any particular belief system. It's about the fundamental human right to believe or not believe without facing persecution. We're going to places where practicing Christianity can cost you your freedom, your family, or even your life. Buckle up, because things are about to get bleak and frankly a little bit rage-inducing. Let's kick things off with a classic: North Korea. You know, that delightful country run by a man who thinks he's a deity, or at least enjoys cosplaying as one. Unsurprisingly, in North Korea, there's only room for one supreme leader, and it ain't Jesus. Christianity, seen as a pesky import from the West, a symbol of those dreaded capitalist ideals, is about as welcome as a hole in a submarine. Possessing a Bible, grounds for imprisonment, or worse, attending an underground church service. You better hope your poker face is on point, because the stakes are life and death. The regime's control over information is so tight that many North Koreans don't even know Christianity exists outside of the propaganda that paints it as some sort of Western cult. Imagine whispering prayers in the dead of night, terrified that even the walls might betray you. It's a terrifying blend of Big Brother and religious persecution that would make Orwell blush. And for those who dare to speak out against the regime's suffocating control over faith, well, let's just say their voices tend to disappear rather quickly. Next up, we're heading to Afghanistan, a country that's seen more turmoil than a season of The Bachelor. After the Taliban swept back into power in 2021, well, let's just say the welcome mat wasn't exactly rolled out for Christians. The Taliban, they're big fans of a particularly strict interpretation of Islamic law, one that doesn't exactly leave much room for, well, anything else, let alone Christianity. Being a Christian in Afghanistan under Taliban rule is like trying to order a pepperoni pizza at a vegan convention. It's not going to end well. Conversion from Islam? Forget about it. That's a one-way ticket to a world of hurt, potentially even a death sentence. The few Christians who remain in Afghanistan live in a perpetual state of fear, forced to practice their faith in secret, constantly looking over their shoulders. Imagine having to celebrate Christmas like it's a CIA operation, complete with code words and clandestine meetings. It's a stark reminder that for some, religious freedom is a luxury they can't afford. Chapter 3. Somalia, where faith can cost you everything. Now, let's journey to the sun-drenched shores of Somalia, a country that's unfortunately more famous for its pirates than its piety. But while the Somali pirates might steal your cargo, at least they're not trying to steal your soul. The same can't be said for the dominant force in Somali society, Islam. Christianity in Somalia? You might as well be searching for a unicorn riding a roller coaster while juggling chainsaws. The few Somali Christians who do exist live in the shadows, their faith hidden away like a shameful secret. Conversion from Islam is seen as the ultimate betrayal, an act punishable by death. It's a sobering thought and a stark reminder that freedom of religion is far from a universal reality. Chapter 4, Saudi Arabia, a kingdom of contradictions. Finally, let's swing by Saudi Arabia, a country that's synonymous with oil wealth, opulent palaces, and, oh yeah, a rather restrictive approach to religion. Here's the thing about Saudi Arabia. It's the birthplace of Islam, and they're quite proud of that fact. So proud, in fact, that they've decided other religions can just take a hike, preferably to a different country. Public displays of Christianity? Banned. Building a church? Good luck getting past the first permit application. Now, Saudi Arabia likes to talk a big game about religious tolerance, but in practice, it's more like religious tolerance with an asterisk. Ultra the fight for freedom, so there you have it, a whirlwind tour of some of the places where being Christian is about as easy as finding a parking spot in downtown Tokyo during rush hour. In 2024, freedom of religion is still a distant dream for millions of Christians. Will we continue to turn a blind eye to the plight of those persecuted for their beliefs? Or will we finally stand up and say, enough is enough? It's time to shine a light on the dark corners of the world, one video at a time.